Speaking of Michael Jordan, you can almost always bet that the question will be asked at this point: who is the real GOAT, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? How do you guys feel about that conversation?
I just feel like if you want to be honest about this documentary in the first, if they just rolled off of these two episodes, I would put Jordan way ahead of LeBron, way
Well,
ahead, still light years, because it's a lot of things LeBron has done in his career that has been questionable to me. Jordan struggled for the first couple years in his career, and went against the Larry Bird, scored 63 points, and did this and that, and didn't have the help. He waited though, and he stayed with the team and ended up winning. LeBron had to go to another team. And ever since he left Cleveland, it always has been with 2-3 superstars on his team, and you supposed to be the new GOAT.
I definitely think Michael Jordan is above LeBron James. I don't know if it's way far out, but I definitely do think Jordan tops LeBron James, especially in the era he played. I mean, it was completely different. Everybody was getting on each other. It was tough. It was just really brutal basketball, and I just don't think I think a lot of people pad stats nowadays, especially with certain basketball players, that people think, oh, he's a great shooter, he's like the
James
best player. Yeah, I think he's the best player in the NBA right now, and there's so much more to that, and I think you really saw that more in the Jordan era than you do now.
I'm going to have to go with Jordan as of right now, but I don't believe it's way out there, like Emily said, because the discrepancy is, as you just said, Michael Jordan had to wait for help, which is the same thing LeBron had. And I will mention, within those first years of LeBron being in Cleveland, he took a team with Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Mo Williams, and Daniel Gibson, who are those guys, to the NBA Finals versus a stacked Spurs team in which they lost. Now, the Dallas Mavericks loss, you can't really excuse that. But this is still LeBron James, I believe, getting to the finals 7 times and winning 3. He's always been the ultimate competitor to make just other players better. He has the stats to back it up. I believe if LeBron wins at least 2 more championships, I think you can classify him as greater than Michael Jordan.
I just almost think
LeBron can win off for the rest of his career. They always talk about how many Hall of Famers he went to. They don't want to talk about how many first rounders he didn't play with. I mean, first round picks he didn't play a bit with. I understand what you two guys are saying. I'm gonna be the Stephen A right now because I don't agree. But LeBron, man, he's a great player, no doubt about it. He's the ultimate competitor. Went to 7 straight NBA Finals. But in my opinion, every time he's pretty much winning, he's laid down in some type of way, especially his last final appearance. The JR thing happens, JR makes a mistake, he laid down for the rest of the series. He quits, in my opinion. LeBron, I'm going to say it like I feel like if we really want to have this conversation, I feel like LeBron is a stat pattern. No matter what he loses. Yeah, Derek, I said stat pattern.
Stat pattern?
Stat pattern.
Oh, he's doing everything he can to
stat
win.
Pattern. He's a stat pattern, man. All these stats, I feel like all the stats he gets just to lose. That's a lot of, you can say Jordan scored that 63 and still lost, but it's consistently on a main basis. Kobe went against 4 All-Stars when he played the Celtics. He lost the first time, but he came back and won the second time.
But Arthur, that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Jordan played against a stacked all-star team, but we talking about LeBron, who played against Draymond Green, played against Klay Thompson, played against Steph Curry, and beat them. It made them have to go get Kevin Durant. That's pretty much.
I just want to know why you put Draymond Green at the beginning of that. Honestly, like, what are we like? What are we trying to prove?
Don't even talk about that, because my point is, people say, oh, LeBron's so good. He didn't have no help the first time he played the Warriors. He needed Kyrie and Kevin Love to beat Steph and Klay. Come on, let's talk about it. He needed Kyrie and Kevin Love to beat Steph and Klay.
But has Jordan ever faced a team with the caliber of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Kevin Durant? That is 4 locks for the Hall of Fame, and one team they needed just to beat LeBron, just to beat him.
In a completely different system too, though. Like, the Warriors like set the standard for small ball, and that's a completely different style of play too that developed after LeBron was already in the league. So you still have to learn to adjust to different types of gameplay, and that's one thing I feel like Michael Jordan didn't have to do. Is like they played traditional. Me and Emily Emily and I were texting the other day, and we described it as what was it? Aggressively fundamental basketball. And that they didn't really change the whole entire standard of basketball in the middle of Michael Jordan's career. Now, was he great? Yes. Did he set the standard for greatness in basketball? Yes. Is he a better mental player? Yes. But I mean, there are some things that LeBron has went through that Michael Jordan didn't necessarily have to play up againt.
And another thing is what LeBron created is why he's going through what he's going through. Oh, I'm gonna go and join Chris Bosh and D Wade in Miami, Stephen Clay. They were drafted to the team and just went and got one piece, which just happened to be the best piece. LeBron started this. Everybody wanted to join on teams together. Back in the day, they wasn't doing that. They all said that they wasn't doing that. So that's why, in the same comparison, that's why Jordan never went through nothing like that. Because nobody was going like, oh, we all joining forces so we can beat Jordan. No, nobody was saying that. They was just like, let's run it back. So, and then LeBron started that. Like, I could give LeBron has started a lot of trends in the league now. But, like, what he started is what he can't beat now. So that's my point. Don't cry about it.
Your point is, let me just clarify what your point is, that because LeBron James is so good, people joined forces to beat him, but they didn't have to do that against Michael Jordan. Is that what you're saying? Because that's
I'm saying they wasn't doing it back then. I didn't say that.
Let me ask you a question.
They could have easily did that.
Let me ask you a question.
That's what it sounds like.
Did the league with Michael Jordan have the same amount of star power, comparable all over the league, compared to when LeBron plays? Because it's almost impossible now not to have a team with at least two superstars on it. Who at that time was at least close to being compared to Michael Jordan as the best player in the league? It's maybe about 4 or 5 guys, but in today's league, you have LeBron, you have Giannis, you have guys like Joel Embiid, you have Damian. It's so much star power. It's impossible not to look at an NBA team at this time and not see at least 1 or 2 potential future Hall of Famers or stars on their teams.
But, I mean, people are even still saying, like, if you put Michael Jordan in this time period, he's still Michael Jordan. Like, Michael Jordan is still going to produce the exact same amount he did in the 90s.
I'll put it like this. I would like to see
a different style of basketball, but he's still going to produce.
I would like to see a
210-pound
Michael Jordan try to guard a 6'8", 265-pound LeBron man-to-man, and you let me know what happens.
In their prime?
He wins every time.
Their prime. You let me know what happens.
He wins.
Are we playing in 90s basketball, or are we playing in today's basketball?
Today's basketball.
Did LeBron make the rules for the league to be less physical? No, it was allowed back then. Could you imagine if they allowed LeBron at 6'8", 260 pounds to play as physical as they did back then? Who's going to stop him?
But you
I appreciate that better. I appreciate
them and they get fouled.
Y'all know me. I can nag about this all day if y'all want to get there.
Okay, but we're going to have to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much again. To see more content from LUTV News, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.